guys, welcome back to my channel, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. My name is Yeli, and today I'm going to be setting up my September dashboard. So the kit I chose was kit number 13, which is bright apples, and I don't know, I think it's gonna look super cute. The first thing I want to set up, I'm setting this up in a new planner from the Erin Condren from the collection from this year, 2021. However, I've shown you guys how I set it up in a planner from last year, and it still works well. You just have to kind of be mindful in how you're setting it up. It's just a little different, but it still works. Let me just make sure I got it all. Wow, perfect. There we go. And then to cover the September, and I just want to show you guys that you don't necessarily have to use the Erin Condren colors in a given month unless you love them and you like them. Then by all means, you know, have fun with that. I don't particularly love the colors, the Erin Condren colors. I really like other shades and tones of maybe even these same colors. I don't know, they're just not for me. So I'm always making stickers in my shop that go with them, but I also make some that don't, in case you guys are like me and want to do your own thing. So for this bottom part, I offer a habit tracker as well, but I feel that the monthly habit tracker is just a little bit too much for me. I just don't do it. I just don't keep to it. So instead of doing something that's too much and I end up not using, I just rather use this one as well and kind of divide it into lists, because this is what I'm gonna be using my dashboard for. And then over here, I just want to use these washi strips for each one of them. And yeah, I know that you'll see that little purple line, but it's so thin that you can't even tell it's purple. It doesn't really bother me, but I guess, you know, if it bothers you a lot, then I mean, I don't think like adding extra sticker sheets to just have something cover every single box. I don't know. I don't think that's kind of functional, and then it's more expensive for you guys as well. But if it's something that you guys like, you know, sometimes I might not think something is a good idea, but if you guys want it and like it, it turns out that I was wrong, right? And it is a good idea because you guys wanted and like it. So I am going to track birthdays here, because I do have some birthdays that I want to write down, but I don't really like writing names all that much on camera, so I won't write them in on camera. I'll just go ahead and write them down later. And oh my gosh, there you go. And then for this one down here, I am going to set up my goals. And for my goals, my goals are going to be very simple this time around. And for my goals, I think I'm going to use some of these little check boxes, but again, I'm going to use the red ones because I think the contrast with these are with the green header over here, I think it's gonna look super cute. Okay. And then I don't think I'm gonna have that many, but it's fine. I'm setting it up. So let's just go ahead and finish setting this up. These are tiny, but I like to use individual check marks and check boxes, because that way you can customize this, make it your own, and you can use them however you want. And it's going to be very helpful to use over here as well. And then I like to have like a running list, or a place where I can jot down my ideas, because sometimes there are like projects or ideas or things that I kind of want to be mindful of, and I think this space here is going to be great for that. However, I am tempted to divide it in half because I think it's a very long space, and I'm gonna use it more for lists than anything else. So I will go ahead and use the left side for ideas. And before I do this, you know, actually what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna set down the washi to just make the separation. Oh, and this is something that I want to do here. I want to set this bottom washi here first. I'm sorry, guys. I know I'm confusing you a little bit, but I just think that this is gonna give it a little bit of a pop. So I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna use this green washi, which is actually also thinner. And I kind of want to mark exactly where the middle of the line is. Let me see if I'm using it on the right side now. Here it is. So I kind of want to measure this inner area and make sure, so it's 6, right? So the half is going to be 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. So it's kind of going to be here. And it's actually in between these two. Okay. And this is just me being a perfectionist. You don't really need it to be exactly in half. You can have one list that's shorter than the other if that works for you. But for this one, I want to make it like this. And I'm going to use my slice tool because I want this to slice neatly down here. Perfect. This looks good. And you know, this way I can be I can see my my center over here easier. Like if not, then it might have been more to one side than the other. So here are the other options I have. I have health, self-care, memories, projects, bills, don't forget, important. And I know that don't forget and important are kind of the same, but you know, there is a difference to them. So, because you don't want to forget what's important, right? That's what I mean, maybe. And I'm going to track events here. We're going to be starting school, so we're going to have a very busy month. The first month and the first weeks of starting school are just very, very busy. And then I'm going to write important over here. That's what I'm going to use this one for. And if I need to, I can always divide this one again, like using either this washi or one of these. And then I have some washi strips left over. So if I want to decorate this page over here, which can be used for journaling or other things as well, I have a little bit of washi that I can play with, and that goes very well with my theme over there, right? So I can always set this washi here and then maybe make a header. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use this for yet. I might just do some journaling, or I might just have a place for notes, and this is just going to have a note script here. And I know I should have thought of this before jumping into the video, so that I would have brought my script with me, but hey, I completely forgot that I wanted to kind of have this page decorated and set up to look cute. Okay, so there you go. And this could be like notes, or I could even use projects. I can use whatever I want here. And you can go as far as to, you know, using the same kit you're using here over here. But I like this one. So I wanted to show you this kit. And I wanted to use it too because ever since I came out with it, I've been like, I want to have that chance, but I'm not going to use the fall kit in August. And even though it's still summer, at least it's September. Okay, guys. So for my goals, the one thing I want to do is focus on healthy eating. And the goals are kind of going to translate into my trackers. And the other thing I want to do is kind of be more active. And I was a lot more active, but then we had this whole situation going on in the world, and we were all kind of like more inside the house, and I didn't even want to go out. I have to get into an elevator, so I didn't even want to go out at first. So I kind of lost that that habit that I had. So I want to get back in track with this. And then my other goal is also focus a lot on self-care. So for self-care, what I mean by this is just not let go of my appointments. I have some appointments that, like, for my doctors and routine stuff. So it's not anything that's kind of like just bothering me or anything, but I just let them go and let them go and let them go. And then I don't get my blood work done when I have to get it done. I don't get my checkups done when I have to get them done. So, you know, I just kind of want to focus on that. So for right now, these are going to be the goals. And then some important things that I need to do specifically for September is I want to do a collection release in my other shop. So this is something important that I need to really focus on. And then start getting ready for Black Friday. And this is very important because this is something that has to start for us shop owners during the summer. I want to just, you know, get all that organized. Oh, and for goals, I want to organize my study because there's a whole bunch of stuff in drawers and it's not really functional for me. So there are things that I can put into storage because I'm not quite using them as often, and there are things that I use often that I'm not finding. So I need to go in and do like a deep organizing of my study. Okay. And then for ideas, I have some ideas, but I'm not going to write them down because they're mostly business ideas and some things that I want to come up with, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys. So I will fill this in off camera. And then for events, I do have a whole bunch of back to school events that are already in my planner. But then there's other stuff that's going to be happening, like my daughter's allergy shots. And let me just use some dots over here. And I think these beige ones are going to look kind of nice. And I know these events are not kind of like, you know, they're not like, what I'm going to say, like a traditional events that I'm going to record here, but it's things that happen that I kind of just want to be mindful of and just be sure that I'm leaving time in my planner for all that. So my daughter's allergy shots is one of those big events that I kind of need to just be very mindful that we're going to have that going on, and it's going to translate to my whole planner. I do have some school events, but those are already tracked here. But whatever comes up that's kind of new that I don't have a specific home for, I can just kind of write them down here, or things that I know I need to schedule. So this is kind of going to serve for that, okay? So it's not necessarily events that I already know are going to happen, but kind of keep a running list of some events that might be coming that I need to just write down so that I can make appointments and such. Because, oh, the other event is getting my Invisalign. My Invisalign. And I already did the consult and everything, but we said we were going to start in September. So this is another thing that I kind of want to make that happen, but I need to make some calls and schedule some things. And again, so like I told you, I have some birthdays that I need to track for September, and some ideas that I don't want to spoil for you right now. And for the important, I know that there's a huge spot. I might end up using this spot down here for other things, and most likely it'll be to track like bills that are happening that I was not conscious that we were going to have. So I want to be able to track them here so that I can go next year when I'm planning, I can go and look back and see, oh, you know, this is something that happened that I need to be mindful of. I do also have this other area in the planner that I can use for that, right? Is it back here? Oh, I don't have it in this one. Let me see if it's at the start of the planner, because I know that a lot of people use that area for that as well, but I don't see it here in the Daily Duo. It might be on the second one. So this area could also serve for that, but for right now, this is what I'm going to have. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you like this kit and how it looks, and maybe you want to try them out. All the links always for my shop and everything are down in the description box. And be sure to send me a message if there's anything that you're looking for that you haven't found. Shoot me a message if it's something that I see that, you know, it's something that I've been thinking on doing. Sometimes I just put it in front of the line and go ahead and do it for you guys. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, guys.